Alright, today I'll be talking about a book called Financial Peace Revisited by Dave Ramsey. And I'll start by talking about why he says it's so important to have financial peace in our lives. So he quotes a study by the Consumer Reports Money book that says that the typical household is $38,000 in debt, which has tripled since 1980. He quotes another study by the Consolidated Credit Counseling Services. They found that 71% of Americans say that their debt is making their home lives unhappy. And then another study he quotes by the Wall Street Journal states that 70% of American public lives paycheck to paycheck. He quotes a few more studies, but you get the point. Financial peace is super important. Uh, Financial difficulties cause a lot of problems in our home lives and a lot of stress. So, for our overall health, it's good to have financial peace if we can. One of the things he talks about is the chemical changes that occur with buying. So, whenever you're making a significant purchase, and what he defines as significant purchase is more than $300, what happens as you're going through that purchasing process, your heart rate increases, your pupils dilate, and adrenaline increases. So basically, you get into this more heightened state that feels really good. So it makes you more likely to make a purchase, and it makes you more likely to have more of an addictive tendency in the next couple weeks after you make that purchase because it feels so good and kind of makes you want to buy something else. So one way to get out of that is to plan ahead of time. If you really have to make that purchase, come in with a game plan knowing the next couple weeks that you need to be really smart about the purchases that you make. The next thing that Dave says is to really thrive in your job. He says that in most industries, you can outwork 80% of your cohort and you can outsmart 15% of the rest, putting you in the top 5%, which can result in you getting paid more. And so that's easier said than done. I know it's simple statistics he put in there that are more subjective, but I think the ultimate idea of working hard and trying to use all the resources available to you to get better at what you do can help in the long run. And then lastly, he talks about two cycles that can occur. One is called the excellence cycle, and one is called the death cycle. And so in the excellence cycle, if you're good at something, you become more intense and you get more creative. So with those combined, as a result, you accomplish more and you get paid more. So, and that causes you to enjoy it more. So it's kind of this cycle that happens, and he calls it the excellence cycle because it feeds right back into it and allows you to have more happiness in your work and get paid more. The death cycle is if you hate what you do, you're less intense and less creative. As a result, you accomplish less, you get paid less, or you level off. And so now you become even more unhappy. So it becomes this terrible cycle that occurs. Dave says that the solution is to start making plans today to get out of this bad situation as soon as possible. Aptitude testing is a great recommendation he makes. And I know for me, I did aptitude and personality testing to see what field would be best for me. And now that I found a career I'm super excited about, it's made a world of difference in my overall happiness. So one word of warning he makes is do not quit today. Do not get all excited and make a rash decision, but rather you can begin the process of transformation and discovery today. And then in the future, you can quit your job once you have something lined up. But for now, maintain whatever you have income coming in. Be smart about your purchasing decisions, and then look to the future to do something you're really passionate about that you can give it your all towards. So that's it for today, and I hope that helps.